So hi everybody, and thank you for joining me with this beautiful sunny day. Finally in London, you're here with me. I've lost a few ones. They're enjoying the sun, but I'm going to be brief because then we can all enjoy the sun. This retreat, I can feel the power of it. Even while I'm organizing it, while up today, I've prepared two more sessions. Beautiful, beautiful belly dance archetypes. We're going to belly dance different divine feminine archetypes. We're going to discover our own. And the more I do exercises for this retreat, the more I organize our session, the more I can feel how powerful this is. And I also can feel how each one that will participate to this retreat is definitely being called. Like there is a call that it's really funny. We've had already three people paid for deposit, really excited that something happened and they cannot do it. So people keep on coming in and out of this retreat in a interesting way. Although we've got quite a few spots left now, but we've got quite a few people that booked it. But it's funny how other people that thought they couldn't do it because they booked the weekend, now they actually all of a sudden coming in, and people that were sure to do it. So it's really interesting how the universe is working around it and how each one of us is being definitely called for this one, maybe future one. So I welcome anybody that is feeling that call because I do, and it's going to be pretty powerful. I can feel it already. So if you have any questions before I start, feel free to ask them now. I know other girls that asked me question before, which I will answer during this little webinar. If you have any question, please do let me know.
Yes, I was going to ask about, because I'm a dancer and I love, and also actress, I love dressing up. I actually have a belly dancing outfit somewhere from Turkey, and I am very intrigued because I saw the costumes as to whether when we're on the retreat, how people are going to be dressed and what the advice is to things to bring, and if you provide any costumes of any kind, if there's like a wardrobe, and because that would be if it was me coming, that would be my main concern, because I don't have an experience with belly dancing, and also like things fitting and also feeling comfortable and being able to embody that belly dancer lady and persona of femininity within me.
Oh, I love this question. Oh, I love it. It's so into also the retreat we're doing, because we will find different divine feminine archetypes on the day. So maybe some of you will want to dress with belly dance clothes. So I would definitely I didn't even think about it. Usually so if you've never done belly dancing before, this is perfectly fine because it's open to all levels. This is not about belly dancing. It's about really using belly dance as a tool to really reawaken our divine feminine. But there's a lot of intuitive movement. It doesn't have to do belly dancing. And
Okay.
yeah, so it's open to anybody that has this desire to reawaken their divine feminine. If anybody knows what divine feminine, but somehow every time I mention the divine feminine, even people that never heard of it, their body posture changes. They're like, oh yeah, I love the divine feminine. So belly dancing, we will discover there's one of the most natural and involuntarily, not only you open up your chakra, your energy forces, but you do tap into that divine feminine that is there. It's in any woman. And in a funny way, I've heard it. I've done this job for many, many years, and I've heard it so many times. People that have never done belly dancing before, when they start belly dancing, they say to me, "Oh my God, Claudia, this feels so natural." It's somehow one of the most natural form of movement for women. It comes, it's in our bones. It's not nobody invented it. Like nobody invented dance, and especially nobody invented belly dance. So you will discover, you'll be surprised to feel like, oh my God, I feel like I've done this all my life. Like my hips. Once we get out of our head of the judgment, the oh my God, how should I do it? And you go into the body and you trust that the body knows intuitively how to move, how to communicate, how to express itself. it becomes powerful. So saying that, I will definitely, some girls, some people are coming that never done belly dancing before. Some of my students already, some are teachers. So I will definitely put it into the description of the retreat. I will bring some belt, I will bring some clothes, actually, now that you made
Okay.
me think about it, and we'll share it. This is the beauty about Dance Body Mana community. People always bring things and we all share it together. So don't feel like you have to buy anything. If you want to buy anything, feel free. Everything's on our website and we have links of where you can get anything. But so I will send that as well. But I've got lots of belts, I've got a lot of dresses. So I will bring that because it would be great on the final day actually to do that. And
Mm.
so, yes, that's a fabulous idea. And also, we're going with our intuition and with our creativity. So some of us may not want to dress up; they just want to be normal training clothes. Some of us actually bring in that dress for the last night, and we definitely do a little belly dance performance on the last day. Uh,
Mhm.
Not belly dance, divine feminine performance. Like everybody by then should have got in contact with something that was about to speak to them. And so we will represent it, we will embody it on the day.
So would you say, from hearing you, I can hear there's some streams there that it's actually inspired by belly dancing and not actually belly dancing? Because I felt like when I looked at it, it was the divine feminine, but then like obviously belly dancing is about that, and really what the focus here is intuitive body and bringing out the female energy and allowing us to connect to that, and belly dancing is underlying that. So you've got like some structure and some teaching of the actual core parts of belly dancing. Is that right?
Yeah. So we're making this division. If you've never done belly dancing before, you cannot learn it in terms of technicality in 3 days anyway, because there are
Mm.
certain body isolations that the brain requires time and practice. So chest isolation, glutes isolation, hips isolation, shimmies, it does require time and practice. So the reason why I'm not making it, we're learning to belly dance and reawaken the divine feminine, is because belly dance requires the technique like any dance, but because belly dancing uses body isolation, uses muscles isolations that are not usually being developed in other form of dance.
Mm.
So the technicality of belly dancing require practice to create those um, not simple, but very harmonious movement. That suppleness required a lot of drills, a lot of body isolation. So the reason why we're using belly dancing as a tool, but specific movement, and we're going more intuitively with it rather than technically. Because if we go with the technique, we stay in the head, and in 3 days, I need you to go into the body. Does it make
Okay.
sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really going to, you may be surprised. I teach belly dancing from a technical point of view, and I teach belly dancing as a spiritual point of view. Sometimes when we go technique, so you go into my regular classes or you go online, because we stay in the head, to achieve that isolation takes a long time. Sometimes when we go with the same students, sometimes when we do just more spiritual classes, more intuitive classes, and I've been telling them for months how to hold their hands, right? The type of isolations, the technique that you require to create beautiful hands. Sometimes when we go from the spiritual point of view, when they realize opening your hands helps you to receive, help you to your worthiness, helps you to, when you're doing that movement, to receive all that vibration and energy that you create, their hands all of a sudden becomes beautiful and open. So it's very interesting how sometimes we work on the body quicker when we don't start from the mind, but we actually start
Mm-hmm.
from an intuitive movement. So I've had girls coming to my previous retreats. They've never done belly dancing before. And we've been very intuitively with it, or master classes, which we do a full on day, but we approach belly dancing from more on a spiritual way, on a mind body connection. The movement I've seen it so many times. Lots of women that were stiff in their hips. The reason why we're stiff in our hips, and most of us are, it was so totally disconnected with our womb, with our pelvic area, with our sacral chakra, with our creativity, with our sensuality, with abundance. And so I go there on a technical level, telling them how to really work on their hips, right? So you work on your glutes, you work on specific isolation. So you can go there on and on and on and on. Okay, keep repeating, keep repeating. They can stay there for hours and hours and days and days. And then when we do the session in which we realize all your conditioning is in the hips, or you're being the good girl, you need to listen, don't do that, that's not good, don't be free, don't express yourself, don't talk too much, don't be too much, don't be too sexy, don't be too this. It's all in the hips. The moment you realize all your conditioning is in the hips and you release that conditioning with freedom of expression, with owning your body, with loving your body, the magic happens. So it's how the two works together. I could be telling them for weeks how to release their hips, and then you tell them that right sentence, they're ready to listen, and the hips are free. Does it make sense?
Mm.
So we definitely work on a more spiritual level on those 3 days. But you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how, again, like I was saying before, how natural some movement may actually feel once you understand the when we move our hips, we connect with our creation, with our what lights our fire. Do we remember what we love? Do we remember what brings us excitement and pleasure? And because most of us women are disconnected with it, because we live in a society where we have to say yes to a lot of things that you want to say yes, and we keep on saying no to ourselves. So we've forgotten what makes us happy. We've forgotten what brings us joys, what gives us pleasure, all of those things. So once you will go through a session in which you gently reconnect with that, because most of us have forgotten but still there. So once you reconnect with that, your body will move in a different way, because the mind and the body are totally connected, and spirit. So yeah, so very interesting question, but did I answer that?
Yes.
Any other question? Good. Okay, so I'm going. If you have any question through this webinar, please feel free to ask. Again, I'm trying to be as quick as possible and hopefully answer to everything. So I would like to give a little background on the reason why Avalon, Glastonbury. Sorry for my pronunciation of Glastonbury. I can't say it right. Glastonbury, right? Glastonbury.
Glastonbury.
Glastonbury. Glastonbury. Glastonbury. I see all my live on Instagram and I keep on saying it right. Glastonbury. Glastonbury. Okay. So Mary Magdalene, Glastonbury, Avalon. Very briefly, Avalon is me. I don't know if you know any of this, but I will go briefly into it. So Avalon was a mythical island. It doesn't exist geographically, but apparently when King Arthur was injured in his last battle, that's where he went to recover. And it was a magical place where the line between spirits and humans was very thin. So the sacred was alive. So in this planet, Avalon was the place where we were in connection with spirits. So everything was totally magical. And apparently, it doesn't have a geographical place, but it's in between Glastonbury, or sometimes south of France as well. But Glastonbury was the place where apparently Mary Magdalene went after Jesus died, and she went all the way to Glastonbury together with his sister Martha and with Joseph of his name, I keep on forgetting. Joseph of Artemia. I know in Italian. So who is the one that wrote apparently legends say, brought the Holy Grail to Glastonbury. And they buried the Holy Grail where the Glastonbury chair is right now, which is the place where we're going to go. Now, this is legendary, but Glastonbury has been for many, 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 many years a place for lots of spiritual um, retreats and convention, and a place full of spirituality in any ways. It's definitely, you can definitely feel this. There are places in this world. I personally, working with energy and working with vibrations and working anywhere I go, I can feel the vibration of a place. I don't anymore choose if a place I visit is beautiful or not. I go with vibrations and I go like, wow. And there are very few places that I've been to in my life that make me feel wow. And when you say wow, there is this high vibrations. You feel like you are aligned. You feel like you are not alone. You feel like you're part of the universe. You feel like all your ancestors and everything is around you. And Glastonbury is one of those places. I don't know if you've never been before. I've been there many years ago, and it's a place that in a way has been kind of scaring me because I can feel so much power and so much presence that I've always said the day I will come here, I will have the tools. Um, I've always been myself personally always attracted by Mary Magdalene. I come from Rome. Well, I was raised Roman Catholic. I'm not Roman Catholic. I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual. And Mary Magdalene has always been, since I was 10, 8, a figure that has attracted me so much. Now knowing the divine feminine, the archetype that she represents, it's something that I feel like I'm ready for you. I'm ready to hold a place not just for myself but for anyone that is ready for this call, for being guided, definitely being guided by the divine feminine or Mary Magdalene or any other archetype that we will discover in Glastonbury, and really embody it with our mind, body, and soul. So the journey that we're going to do is going to be without expectation. I will say the number one rule should be, if you have a call to do it and you're free on that weekend, we just go all together with no expectation, no agenda, but with an open heart and with honoring the journey, honoring every single thing that we will discover on those 3 wonderful days. I will read the what we're going to be doing every day in a minute. And the importance of it is not just the place where we're going to do this, also the people that will be there on the day. So every time someone books this retreat, I always send um, my spiritually, I always send my vibration to that person, and also a message to the universe saying, let that person be part of this group and help us to really get in high vibration and really reawaken this divine feminine. Each one of us will be so important in this retreat because we will all support each other, but also be there to see the other person unfold it into whatever they're being called to unfold into. Um, so it's going to be wonderful and powerful in so many ways when we are reawakening our divine. We are not doing nothing else but stepping into our true self. Like, we don't want to see the divine feminine as something mysterious of us. We are literally going back into who we truly are, where we're truly called to be. And in a society where, of course, it's very patriarchal and everything is very pushy and fast and linear and aggressive, we are stepping into 3 days of beauty, nurture,
Mm.
love, unconditional emotional support and voluptuousness and circles, and we're stepping into the heart chakra of the world. Glastonbury is also considered the heart chakra of the world, meaning one of the biggest aspects of women in this society is a sense of self-worthiness, a sense of self-love that we have totally lost, because there's always something that we don't have and we should have to be perfect, to be loved, to be, and it starts from our body. So we are going into 3 days of total rediscover how worthy and loving we are. And so when we're doing our heart chakra, we're doing a lot of heart chakra work, especially when we're doing our belly dance chest circle. And when we're working with our chakra, heart chakra, sometimes we always associate it with loving others. That's what women do. We love, we give support. On those 3 days, we want to live on a place of receiving love. So automatically what we're going to be doing for each other is giving love to others, but receiving it from other, which is the hardest one for us women. We're going to do off exercises of body love, total body love exercises. We wake up in the morning and we say specific word, a love note to our body. And we're going on a 3 days of complete flow. Although we have a schedule, but it will be love and flow. It will be totally embodying the divine feminine. We will do specific belly dance exercises for representing specific divine feminine archetypes. And Mary Magdalene will be that one, but we always have the highest priestess, the wild woman. We have all different archetypes that we will embody in our belly dance practice. But also we will find out who is our archetype for the moment, who is our divine feminine part that is screaming to come out. And after all, awakening our divine feminine will be to really discover who we truly are in the most loving, flowing, abundant 3 days. We also cook for each other. So in the price is included the food, and we are cooking for each other. So there'll be a shopping made, and each one of us can either cook for themselves or cook for everybody. I love to cook, so I always cook for a lot of people, so I can cook for anybody. But it will be a communal things that we'll be doing. There will probably be moment of breaking through. Some of us will have tears, some of us will have total joy, but it will be made in the most welcoming and loving place, and protected, supported not only by ancestors, but definitely the wonderful Mary Magdalene and many other divine feminine spirit that will be there with us those 3 days. So if you don't have any question, I can go through the plan for those 3 days. Do you have any question?
No.
If I found the, here is. Where is it? Right? Maybe it's the other one, or it's in the website. I've lost it. Okay. So we arrive on Friday, the 19th of April. We arrive in Glastonbury. We'll do a sunset walk while doing the spring wells and temple. And then we're doing right there heart chakra activation. But I'm going to add, we're also going to do on the first day, as soon as we arrive, a belly dance, Mary Magdalene feminine archetype activation as well. And we're going to do a group meditation. So we're all going to get to know each other. Then we're doing a welcome dinner. Sorry, it's gone. We're all going to eat together. welcome dinner. Then on Saturday, we're going to do a morning session, a chakra meditation, another divine feminine activation through belly dance. And we're doing an open circle and group energy and journaling. And so another thing that I'm going to ask you to bring your journal. We're going to be journaling a lot, a lot, a lot. And any artists, because we probably going to have some artists coming, please bring your art, because you may be surprised. I don't know, you're an actress, right? You may be writing something, or you may, something may come out. You want to save it. You may, I don't know, if people write music or they paint. I would say, or if you have a passion for it, I would say bring some materials with you. You never know. You may be just giving birth to something special. So we're doing a breakfast, and then after breakfast, we're doing the goddess manifesting ceremony for self-love. I'm going to send this all written down for self-love, strength, and empowerment. And we're doing a belly dance session. So we're going to do a belly dance session every day. We're going to have lunch, and then we're going to have some free time. And after the free time, we're going to visit the Chalice Wells, Divine Feminine Release and Purification there as well. On Sunday morning, we're doing a manifesting ritual prayers and journaling again. And we're going to bring it all together, what our experience is, and we're going to do our last activation. Then we're going for a Glastonbury tour, where the Holy Grail legend wants it to be. And we, on the last day, we'll definitely go with a lot of intuition and find out who is calling us, what are we feeling. On those 3 days, we should have a transformation in the way we are intuitive, we listen to ourselves. So we will do some pretty interesting exercises on the last day. And we're doing our performance with our dresses and everything. We have a lunch. In the afternoon, we have free time, and then we will departure. So there will be 3 days of total embodiment, mind, body, and soul. And yes, this is it. Any question?
Wonderful.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.